The Dulles Expo Center outside Washington, D.C., is usually reserved for home and garden or gun shows. Now the Cavernous Center hosts thousands of Afghan refugees. It's wall-to-wall with cots and now includes a medical center and cafeteria, serving halal food, for the steady stream of people. There are stacks of pillows and blankets, and soldiers and government workers walk through the crowd of men and women in traditional garb. In the days since the U.S. military left Afghanistan in what ended up being a hasty and chaotic exit to a 20-year war, thousands of Afghans have been airlifted to processing centers in the United States. NPR got an exclusive look inside the largest one, near Dulles International Airport in Virginia. This welcoming center is the first step of a long journey of starting their lives in the U.S. There are hundreds of State Department, DoD, USAID and TSA in this building at any one time, says Tressa Rae Finerty, Deputy Executive Secretary at the State Department, who runs the massive effort. They're running 3 shifts a day 24/7. So we're really running a small village here. Finerty calls a wall plastered with crayon drawings her favorite spot. A huge cardboard box has been flattened and laid out, serving as a drawing board. My favorite use of recycled boxes, Finerty says. Probably the best I've ever seen. After landing at Dulles International Airport, the refugees are given a coronavirus test. If they test negative, they are bused to the center. They stream into the building and head toward a line of tables for processing. Everyone is given a wristband based on their medical condition or immigration status. The flow of people is constant. We had approximately 29,000 Afghans come through the Dulles space and move on to their forward bases, says Finerty, referring to the U.S. military bases where they will go for further processing. There are still more than 30,000 still to come. Some have worked for the U.S. military or its NATO partners and were granted a special immigrant visa and a path to citizenship, like 52-year-old Fauzia from Kabul. All last names are being withheld for security reasons. Fauzia had a career in telecommunications, and her husband and sons worked for years with the U.S. military. My 2 sons and my husband, they served America for 22 years, they helped them, Fauzia says. Now, I want a better, more peaceful life here for my kids and for myself. Other Afghans at the center might have a long wait and an unknown future, arriving in the U.S. on humanitarian grounds. There are young adults separated from their parents with no paperwork. Others have just scraps of paper. They can apply for asylum or wait until Congress offers a special legal status as it did for those fleeing the aftermath of the Vietnam War. Despite the unknowns, some of the young Afghans are hopeful. Hamidullah left a good life in Kabul, but his dad worked for the Americans and it was no longer safe.